it's Monday and welcome to Daytime Live. Now, Troublemaker is back.
No, seriously, you just threw me out like that.
Sadiq is back. Where were you, Sadiq? Because everybody missed you, you know.
I went to Indonesia. I went to other places in my dreams.
I don't actually believe that. But remember, you can watch us live at onespotmedia.com. Remember, you can catch snippets of the program on televisionjamaica.com. Where should they follow Sadiq again?
TVJ_Daytime Live. I'm not that rusty.
You said you missed the at. It should be at TVJ_Daytime Live.
I was just testing you.
And of course, you can watch us, watch Buzz and the Chat on YouTube.
Woohoo.
You know what we do without YouTube, but we're going to discuss that in a few.
Oh, yeah.
Because, you know, we have to get what's buzzing. No, a Trinidadian MP and a minister as well, she was recently fired. That's Marlene McDonald from the Ministry of Public Utilities. But the funny thing is, she was only minister for like a couple hours. And the sad thing is, she was fired again. Now, what happened there was that, let me explain the first firing that she got. So, she was serving as housing minister in 2016.
Yes.
And she was fired from that because some little nepotism go on.
Yes, and they were concerned about corruption because she employed her husband and her brother. Big mix.
Yes. So she was fired as a result of that. And they did some investigation and then they realized that nothing wasn't really meddling.
Well, I wouldn't say that. Somehow she was exonerated in some way. I don't know what they found.
I mean, regular politics. But anyway, she was fired. And then with a little reshuffling we're going with it down there, she became Minister of Public Utilities and she was fired again because she appeared in a picture with Don. Yes. And she was fired as a result of that.
But you know, I find that the Trinidadian government, they're always shuffling mix up, messy.
First of all,
it's almost as if a lot of the things are done from emotion. I just don't understand. And then in Jamaica, I mean, if my MP is pictured with Adonis, probably get ratings or some stripes
The real question is, suppose them not fire people because of that in Jamaica. Would we have any problem?
We would have a problem. We would have a government.
But, I mean, that's very unfortunate for Marlene. I mean, it's, you know,
it's very normal for the Trinidadian government to operate in that way. Because I'm saying, didn't you know prior to putting her back in the party that she was probably friends with this Don who is actually in her constituent in some way? I'm sure they knew.
But what the Don is saying is that he didn't go to support her, he went with somebody else.
And the president was in the picture too.
Well, that's Trinidad. That's for Trinidad to deal with. But I think we should have mentioned it because it's kind of weird, kind of funny-ish. But yeah, it kind of brought it a little bit home to Jamaica, should in case we were in a situation like that. Have you heard about the mess between Rob Kardashian and Chyna? Black Chyna.
All right, just for full transparency, I did not know who Black Chyna was until today. Okay, just to get that out there. No, it's okay. Laugh all you want. It's all right. Okay, I did not know before this story when I heard about it today. So you can go ahead now.
So what happened is that if you really follow up with the Kardashians, they're kind of media. They love the media. They love to focus on them.
You want to say garden tool?
Garden tool. Let's not use the word, but they're media garden tools. And I feel that, you know, this is just another publicity stunt. Let me give you a little background. So, Black Chyna and Rob had a baby, and they were saying that Chyna got with Rob because she wanted the money and to get back at her ex, who was Tiger, who dated Kylie Jenner, who is Rob's little sister, and a whole bag of mess. So all of that happened, and then she now sent a video to him saying Happy 4th of July. I love where you're following. Happy 4th of July with her and another man kissing.
I saw the video.
Okay. No, what Rob is saying is that how could she be doing something like that in the bed that he bought, in the bed that their child was conceived, and a whole bag of disaster? I just don't understand.
Okay, but he reposted the video on Instagram.
Yes.
Trying to embarrass her.
Yes.
Okay.
And he posted her nude photos.
But then the interesting thing is it sort of has backfired on Rob because his intent, that's why I say when you're digging a hole, dig too. Because his intention was to embarrass Black Chyna. But even Snoop Dogg is saying that, boy, Rob should know what he's getting into because if you lie in bed with a dog, you're going to catch fleas. I mean, she used to XYZ, so what do you expect?
And then the funny thing about it as well, everybody's most people are pro Black Chyna now because they're saying she is the first person to rob a Kardashian. Unfortunately, it's Rob Kardashian that got robbed. if you follow.
I'm seeing what you're trying there, but let's move on from that one.
But that's the latest with them. I mean, people tend to follow up with it because, you know, it's entertainment and it's juicy and they kind of want to know what's going on.
I think we should just ban this whole Kardashian thing.
Yes.
And as we said, ban.
Yes. Let us talk about Emily Bands. Now, if you are on Twitter, you realize that the other night, last week, it was trending Emily Bands. Now, this is trending because Emily Shields, journalist,
wanted to leave Emily,
was talking about, I think it was stemming from the After All video that Alkaline
with Alkaline,
did.
right, and too much violence
that's being portrayed and all of that. So what she is suggesting is that she can't wait for the Broadcasting Commission to have the right to ban YouTube.
Negative, this is not China.
No, I mean, banning YouTube. You see, when they tell people to go watch Daytime Live on YouTube, what would we do if YouTube was banned?
You wouldn't get to see Buzz and Chat.
At all. No, people are saying that YouTube is regulated within its by Google because that you can't regulate the internet. What Broadcasting Commission can do is to regulate what goes on air.
Yes, locally.
Yes, and they can do that. But when it comes down to YouTube, when it comes down to the internet, you can't really do that.
But to be fair, I think it's also coming from a place of being passionate. Seeing what was broadcast and knowing that, to be honest, we could not have put that on our television screen and in our media. So I think it's coming from a place where she's probably looking at the bigger picture to say how music and musicians, artists, creativity can influence violence, and we're already having that challenge. So you know what? Out of a passionate place, we should just ban YouTube. I'm hoping she's not actually very serious and means it practically. But I think it's just from a passionate place.
And I think it's true because she even mentioned after that it doesn't make any sense you have these type of music being played on air, but it's not. But you can still, it's banned on air, but it's still accessible through YouTube. So she's basically, as you mentioned, kind of linking it to that and being a little bit passionate. But they came down on her, trust me. The hashtag was so funny that they started to say we should ban Netflix because Emily can't chill. You know, Netflix and chill.
Why? You call her so mean.
That was just weird. Emily, I hope you're okay. But
and big up Twitter Times.
Yes.
I think they
big up
created a
Twitter Times
hashtag.
because they definitely took her on and they created a little list of a whole host of comments, and you know they were contesting her and saying, you know, who regulates what and how dare you say something like that, and people were just at her. But that's the way.
What's the way you passionate about this too?
I mean, it's interesting because you know you're always scrolling through and seeing what's going on, and you just sit there, yeah, say, hold on, what is the latest debacle?
But thank you, because to tell you the truth, if we weren't talking about this, I wouldn't know that Alkaline had a new video. Yeah. Next point.
Wow, Sunny, you're sure see your dream alone in Indonesia? I swear you've been gone. But something that really was happening, we don't really have much time to touch on it, but the motor vehicle accident is kind of getting rough, and we want to encourage everybody, be very careful on the road, please. It's summer, everybody busy, everybody want to go about their business, but you have to be careful. Have fun.
And my dad used to say real quick that a lot of accidents are not really accidents, it's because of carelessness and negligence. So you have to really drive for other people, not just yourself.
Yes. And on that note, Daytime Live will be right back.
You can find